Good afternoon, everybody. It's your boy Ben 10 back again here with the LU broadcasters. Man, just everybody introduce yourself, and we got a treat for y'all today, starting this way.
Hey, what's good? It's your boy Amani Grant Pate.
What's poppin'? It's your girl Keishara, otherwise known as Key. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at K_late.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Jeff T.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy A Money Aaron Spencer from Kansas City.
Hey everybody, it's Cheyenne from Chicago.
And again, the best for last, it's Maya Kimbrough, period. Okay, everyone. So starting off today's show, we are going to go into our Lincoln News. So for the first thing on our Lincoln News is the study abroad trip. I know all of the students received an email for the trip. They are going to Cape Town, South Africa next summer. There was an informational on Wednesday. They sent the email out on sometime this past week. But they sent the email out, so make sure all of you decide. Make sure all of you go and check it out. If you did not make the informational, go talk to anyone who is over it. Take the opportunity, and period. Okay. Any comments? Anybody doing the study abroad trip?
No,
I wish I could,
last
but I
year,
want to. I wish I could, though. Nah.
You can.
Yeah, you can. I went last year. It was dope.
Where'd you go?
Dominican Republic.
Like, what was it? What was it like? What did you?
So we went over the summer. It was like a 5-6 day trip. It was dope. That's all I can say. I feel like if you've never been out the country, that's something you should experience.
I feel you.
What was your favorite part about it? Like the experience and everything?
Really like being involved. Like we stayed in Dominican Republic. Like we didn't stay at a resort. We stayed there.
Mm-hmm.
So learning their culture and like their food.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best part.
What's up?
All right, next on our Lincoln News is homecoming tickets for Meg Thee Stallion and Lil Boosie.
Yes,
They have
sir.
not given out tickets for Lincoln students, but they have dropped the tickets for non-students, which is $35. But on Eventbrite, it's a $3.77 tax. So you're going to be spending around
About 38.
38,
30
39, so don't be
$38.
shocked. But yes, so any student that does not go to Lincoln, or if you are a Lincoln student and you know people are coming, make sure that you send them the link to get their ticket because they will be selling fast.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And then next we have the St. Louis Heritage Classic. That will be November 23rd. The bands will be playing, the basketball team will be playing, the football team will be playing. They also sent an email about that out this week, so make sure you are getting your spot and your tickets early because that is going to be something that you do not want to miss. And then next, we are going to go to Amani about our first game yesterday.
Yep. So the Lincoln University football team played in its home opener. Unfortunately, we came up with an L. It was 38-14. A positive was the running game was pretty good. Jose Franklin, shout out to him. He had like 118 yards, and last week he broke a record, so that was pretty big. And Chancellor Johnson, he had 2 touchdowns in the game in the third quarter. He threw two touchdown passes to Torrey Hicks, so that was pretty cool. But hopefully we can get a win in the next game on the road.
Sounds good. Who all was at the game? I know.
That's what I was about to say. Sadly, I didn't get to go to the game. So what was it like? Like, how was the first home game of the year? Like, what was it?
It's pretty sad to be
It was
honest,
turned.
because it was. I mean, I guess it was turned in the beginning, but then we started losing. Then people started leaving, and then it was just.
Yeah.
While they was losing, it was still turned.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It
the
was
school.
lit.
It was still
that's-
turned,
that's
you
a lot
know.
of
Yeah.
support, though. The team just ain't on the roof.
I know. The game. Especially at night game, man. At 6 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
hit the nostalgia feel. I feel like I was in high school, man. Me and my shorty, we went to the Mexican spot, got a little something to eat, had matching shirts on, man. I was out there with my shades on, man, and
Ben looked like somebody pawpaw for real.
it was an event, man. But you was right. I must say, you was right. It was very hot.
I said that last week. I said it's going to be too hot.
I had my drop fade going, you know what I mean? I was just feeling myself, man,
boy
and
was
it was an
fresh.
event, man. I was just out there watching my boys play, man. Shout out to that boy, Jose Frank. But unfortunately, we did end up leaving at halftime. After the band showed out. The band showed
They
out.
went crazy.
They
They
did.
did that thing for sure.
Mhm.
For sure.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
hold on. Oh, and
sir.
shout out to our new cheerleaders. Y'all did really good yesterday too.
Ooh,
Period.
okay.
All
They
my
did
little
that thing for
freshman
sure.
babies did really good.
All right.
Man, shout out to I saw you down there doing your thing. Shout out to what's his name? Nick. Fellow journalism student Nick, man. He be down there.
Oh.
If you just look at his facial
our
expressions,
VP.
he be
And he be moving.
he consistent with it. I used to come to the games last year. Nick
Man,
be
he-
having the crowd turned, man.
Man, he gonna think you making fun of him.
Nah. Shout out, man.
And
Fellow
shout out to the boy
journalism-
Nick though.
Fellow journalism student, man. Yes, sir.
All right, so now everyone, we have a special guest in the building tonight. Would you like to introduce yourself, our special guest?
Before he do that,
What?
let me give him an introduction.
Okay, go ahead. So extra.
It's certain type of people in this world, man. you got people that, show up and do their job, and then you got the president. Me being the president, I know that weight and that responsibility that job and that title holds. So I got my fellow Lincoln Knight here, my boy, my homie, my good friend, my SGA 2019-2020 president. Everybody give a round of applause for my boy, Jordan.
I got a question real quick. Ben, how do you know how that feels to be the president?
I'm president of the LU Broadcasters.
I just wanted to know how that in his presidency was still the same.
I want to know how long did you think of that intro? Like, how long was you practicing that?
Right, because
Last
but you know
night
what?
in the mirror.
But you know what, SGA president, go ahead.
What's up, y'all? Oh man, what's up, y'all? Man, I see what you was trying to do.
I got you, bro.
You know,
That's
we
the
all
love I
got
be born.
we all got our different level of influences, so
Hey, so just to start it off, so people might not know what the role is of the SGA president. So what is that? What is your role, and what do you do for the school?
The best way to say it is I'm the voice for the students. So I'm the person that go and try to advocate that the students is getting what they paying for. But I'm also the ears for the administration and for students. I have to be able to listen to students' problems, but I also have to listen to what administration is saying, the reasons why they doing certain things, and have to be able to relay that message to students or relate. I'm just a bridge in between, so I'm the voice and the ears. So trying to be that head of students. That's really, I guess you could say, that's how my position is.
How tough has it been being the SGA president?
I mean, it has its ups and downs, but more so ups because I'm a people person, so I look to build connections first before I try to just go out and just try to fight everything. I looking to build connections, and a lot of problems get solved and resolved easily just by me going and asking questions and being like, hey, man, why does this happen this way? And I get clarification on why certain things happen. Or people just don't even know that certain things have been happening. And so in the midst of those questions, we able to come to a common ground for resolutions.
Yeah, man. Me being the president, that's a very influential job, man. Being that you have such a powerful influence over students, over the campus, man, what is something, it could be in your upbringing, it could be something that happened last year. What do you feel prepared you mentally to take on this position?
So number one, I don't look at the position like that. It's just, like that's just being real though. Like
Hey.
I don't give no power to position. It's just a title. We all got our different influences in life, like I said, and so my influence just happens to be directly involved with students and with administration. So we have to be able to empower each other. So that's number one. I don't look at the position as nothing like that, like I'm bigger than nobody or nothing like that. Number two, I guess you could just say, well, prepare me. It's ordained. God ordained this for me to happen, for this to happen for me. I didn't plan this for myself because when I came in as a freshman, I wasn't looking to do nothing like this. But I just allowed God to work, and so He worked thoroughly, and He worked vigorously too. So He allowed me to be cut a certain way so that I can be able to be in some of these rooms and talk to certain people.
I like that.
Yeah, me
Cut.
too.
Cloth, man. We cut from a different cloth. He humble when he is, but I'm aware. We cut from a different cloth, man. I like
Anyways,
We all cut from
so
a
Jordan,
different cloth.
since you brought up like your freshman year and you've come a long way,
Yeah.
I know you ran for SGA president. What year was that?
Last year.
Last year, and you lost.
Yeah, I did.
So what advice would you give the freshmen who have lost in some of the things that they've, tried to do? What would you say to them?
So I've already talked to the people that did lose personally on a personal tip, but for the people that I'm not able to talk to that lose at anything or don't get anything that they want in life, I just say stick with it and never quit. And sometimes you got to always remember that God has a reason for everything, and that just because things don't happen the way you see it to happen doesn't mean it's not happening the way it's supposed to happen. But I tell people all the time, when I lost, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. If I would have won last year, I wouldn't have been as understanding. If I would have won last year, I wouldn't have been as much of a critical thinker as I am right now. I think before I speak, and so it was good for me. And then also, if I would have won last year, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to be gentleman of honor. I became gentleman of honor and worked under Dante and Cookie with Shania Jackson, and so being under their leadership taught me a lot and built strong relationships. I still got good relationships with everybody that was on the court from last year, and so I'm blessed, and I'm glad I lost, because it wasn't a loss, it was really a lesson. And sometimes you gotta have lessons to teach you certain things that your mind and your eyes wasn't open to see at first.
Okay, Jordan, you better speak that.
sir.
You better let them know who our president is.
Yes, sir.
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
So how do you feel like this role has changed you?
Changed me.
Whether it's positive or negative.
Well, I don't think it. I don't think it's changed me. I think I've grown within it. Because I'm still the same person. I still like to have fun, crack jokes. But growth. I'm patient. I listen, and not just listen like to hear you talk, but I listen to understand what you're saying. So I'm intentionally listening to everybody that's speaking to me. I don't look to just hear for problems. In the midst of a problem, I look for solutions. Now, I'm a better writer, a better speaker. I carry myself differently, and I don't know. It's just kind of natural though. Like, it's not something I forced either. It just started naturally happening for me. So, like I said, it's ordained. So, if it had been something my choice, I wouldn't be in this position. I'd be doing something completely different.
So you talked about how you still the same person, like to have
Yeah,
fun. So with your role being this president,
Yeah.
do we still expect to see that Jordan at the parties, out a lot, doing this and that, or do you
I'm gonna put it like this, man. I'm gonna be turned up regardless. See, listen. I'm so thorough that I'm turning up with you and with the president. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be able to. I'm turning up with the mayor. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a different breed. You know what I mean? And you have to be a different breed because I'm myself. Nobody will ever be like me. There'll never be a president like me.
Yes, sir.
And so when I go in, I don't act differently. I'm intelligent. That's off gate. But I'm also someone that likes to have fun. I crack jokes with everybody on every level, y'all. Like I said, administration, I'm cracking jokes with them too. I don't care who you have. I have respect for all people. So I feel like when you start getting to a level where you feel like, oh, I can't say certain stuff around, that means you disrespecting the people that you do say stuff around. You acting, you know what I'm saying? And you also disrespecting yourself. You can't be yourself when you in this room. Nah, I'm gonna be myself all the way throughout.
Yes, sir. You keeping it G, man.
Y'all should have seen him at the game.
Oh yeah, turn and every
Teed
game
up.
moving forward. Every
Teed
game
up.
moving forward.
Cause I was at the game, bro, and I was just laid back in the cut with my shorty, and I looked up. I said, "Is that the president over there turned
Hey,
like
we
that?"
turned up, and you see who was right next to me, Madam President. You know, we
Right.
turned up like every time.
Hey.
Board of Curators, president, past president, sitting down there too. Like, everybody, we gonna give we gonna exude the energy we want to be reciprocated back to us. So that's what we gonna do.
Speaking of, me and my shorty, man, I see you up in here, man. You
Ben,
know
you
my
better
little.
not take my question. Jordan, he knew I was going to ask this question.
I took your question.
He took my question.
I'm
so,
gonna let her ask the question.
Jordan, I got ears with all the freshmen and everything, so I talk to them a lot. I got a lot of freshmen on the cheerleading team. They be like, Maya, SGA president. What's the word? Jordan, who is Bae at the moment? So the freshmen can stop asking me because I don't have an answer because
Ladies
you
wanna know, man.
you kind of private, so I don't know the answer.
Me neither.
Hey, bro, that's why I shout, because, you know, being president, they be wanting to know, bro.
Ben,
Bro, they be wanting to know.
Ben, your shorty is the only one checking for you.
They be wanting to know, bro.
Trying to think of the most politically correct.
Jordan, who is
look,
Bae?
look.
I just need her name.
Hey, bro, we couldn't, bro. Hey, don't tell her, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got Shorty out at home watching the interview right now.
I'm just focused on trying to be the best president I could be.
Good answer. Hey,
I'm
good
trying
answer.
to graduate
Great
in May
answer.
2020.
Great
That's
answer.
all I want to do. Is
Jordan,
prepare
I
for
did
grad
not- I
school. I'm trying to make sure.
Jordan.
I'm
I did not
Shout her
ask
out,
what
man.
you
You
do.
know, I
Say
got
your
so
initials.
much love. You know, I give love to everybody. That's what I do. I give love to everybody. You know, I love my
Stop
mama.
trying to jam this
I
man
love my
up.
sisters.
Jordan, I didn't ask if your sisters was Bae. I asked who
Stop
is
trying to jam this
Bae.
man
The
up.
freshmen want to know, and to be honest, his social media don't
business.
tell me nothing. I can't give him the right answer.
If he wanted to put it out there, he would have put it out there.
Cheyenne, you want to know?
I do want to know.
That's good for her. It's his. You wanna
Jordan,
tell it?
who is
You
Bae?
want to tell it, bro?
Like I said.
Okay, I'll answer this. Jordan, are you single? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm single.
Okay,
Okay.
there we go. Freshman, he is single, but he probably do got a look. That's
Some
why
girl
he
out
not
there,
answering.
she was just like, oh my God.
He about to get in trouble in
Jordan.
this air.
No, so one thing I don't do is cap. I don't lie. I'm single.
You said you were cut from that cloth. You better claim me like Ben claims his girl.
Nah, me and Ben two different people, man.
Exactly, two different presidents.
But we both cut from that presidential cloth, man. Don't get it confused, man. I'm still president. You under dig?
Ben, what do you do?
Sometime the lion gotta step out and remind them why you the lion. You under dig? You
I-
feel me?
listen,
You
I am a
feel-
Leo,
I've been,
though. I am
I've
a
been too
Leo,
laid
though,
back,
so-
man. Let me get my shades on.
Hey, I feel the energy. I already knew. I felt the energy when you walked in.
For Shole for Zolies.
So
Are
I
we-
gotta move seats next time.
Are we?
Let's go to the next question.
Okay. I got any more questions for Jordan? Anybody?
I did want to say something. I really liked how when you was running for president, like your whole campaign trail, like I really feel like, cause I've been here, like I'm a senior now, so like I've been here for a little minute, and I feel like none of the presidents. I don't want to say none of the presidents, cause I'm not that involved myself until like this year. But like I don't feel like they touch the people how you touch the people. Like I'm gonna keep
Appreciate
it all
that.
the way G. Like
Appreciate
I
that.
see you talking to everybody and not just like the popular people, like the people who everybody know. I see you talking to those folks who just sitting by themselves, like, and I respect that because I can think of times in the past where I was that person just chilling like by myself, and then ain't nobody just come up to me like I didn't know who the president was. I didn't know nothing about none of that until like probably you started running because I messed with the what did you do? Was it
Thug
Like
Life. THUG.
what was the thing with the cup?
Oh, that's last year.
Oh, that was
Oh,
that. Yeah, that was the first
so
year when
that
he
was my
ran.
first year.
Yeah.
So you
that
didn't
was
win that
bluish.
year?
No, I didn't win that year.
D'Angelo won.
That was bluish, and that was building leaders under excellence.
Well, I thought that was this year too.
No,
But
this
this year
year we
was
did
Thug
the-
Life.
Yeah.
The hope you give little infants
Oh, yeah,
fuels
it was.
excellence.
Okay.
The
Was-
movie.
Was that the video thing? Oh, that's what you're talking about?
Which
Where you went
video?
around, it was like you was
Holding
going
the poster?
around. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
like,
the video.
Mhm.
Oh, see, yeah, that was hard. That's what
Yeah.
I was talking about. I
Yeah,
guess I was
Tupac.
mixing
And you know,
them
I got
up.
that from Tupac.
Yeah.
The hate you give little infants.
On
You know,
me. Yeah,
everybody.
that's right.
And-
That's right, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got one more question. So yeah, so what is like the legacy that you want to leave on LU? Like once you done and everything's like said and done.
I'm big on community service. I'm big like my mom, my grandma always told me, when you're in a position to help people, you need to help as many people as possible because it could be one day that someone could be in a position that can help you, and so that I'm big on community service. I'm also big on empowering people. So I want to empower as many people as I possibly can, and that could be in a position, or that could just be uplifting people, pouring into them as much as I can. That's my legacy. I really want to do, really create the foundation for whoever want to be a student leader next year, whoever want to do anything in their life. I want to create a foundation for them so that can't nobody at Lincoln campus be like, man, I just wish somebody would have just came and talked to me. No, I'm talking to everybody. No, I'm pouring in everybody. I'm checking on everybody. How you doing? Just to let them know, like, this ain't no script. This ain't nothing that they forcing me to do. This is something I want to do. This is something that I'm passionate about.
Yes, sir. One more.
I got another question. I've seen
you
that.
You said that you focus on everybody, you check in on everybody, but how do you find time like for yourself and your positivity, your positive mental?
Everybody always asks me that. It's just about realizing that you can only help so many people until you help yourself. So I have to always force myself to. I meditate, and I meditate through prayer because I have a relationship with God. But I also try to meditate while focusing on my breathing. So that kind of helps me to be centered and be in the present of now. And that's something I've been trying to work on to be on a consistent basis. As far as another thing, I'll be trying to read and write. And those little things, I try to walk around by myself, listen to music. Those type things trying to kind of help me to tune in on myself. But I ain't gonna lie, it is hard. I sometimes do put myself to the back burner. But it's about forcing myself to make sure I take care of myself too.
Boosie or Meg? Just real quick, I had to get that out of you. Boosie or Meg?
Boosie or Meg, what you mean?
Boosie or Meg the Stallion?
Who am I more excited to see? Well, Boosie gonna be turned up for sure.
Yes, sir.
Let me continue though. I'm not gonna let y'all, I'm just be honest. Like y'all not gonna be able to see Meg perform. She want to be a student so bad, so I'm gonna give her a tour. I'm gonna show her what my room look like, all that. It's a one-girl show. Like, y'all not gonna be able to.
Yeah. So he definitely chose his side.
I'm just gonna put it like this: Boosie gonna be turned. I want y'all to enjoy the Boosie show, but I'm gonna basically be while y'all doing that. Make sure I'm giving Meg a tour, show her what a real college student lifestyle is about.
Mr. President.
Yes. No, that was Jordan. Nah.
She already been on a campus.
Hey.
Not to Jordan Smith.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Hey, Jordan, man, I seen that dope article. Like, what was your reaction like when you seen yourself in the paper, man?
Oh, yeah.
I think Emily Cole, shout out to Emily Cole, she the writer for that paper. It was dope, man, just to be able to be put on a platform. You can search your name up on Google. First of all, you search my name up. My name's so common. A white singer come up from The Voice. That just used to make me so
Jordan,
mad. But like, to be able to search your name up and then you see an article about yourself and then you send it to your mama and you send it to your grandma. They talking about you in church. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the little stuff, It really kind of, it do something different for your spirit. I ain't gonna lie to you. So it was good. I ain't even say much, but I was grateful that I was able to have that platform at that time.
Like, how did that come about?
Let me think. So I had met with the mayor earlier that week, and so like literally after I met with the mayor, like I say 20 minutes later, I get a phone call from all these different people, but the News Tribune was one of the people that called me, and they was like, "Well, yeah, we want to do an interview. We're gonna be on campus to interview the president." And so I was just supposed to have a small section, but apparently the president had to go Madam President had to go do something else, so they didn't have time to meet with her. So they turned my small section into a whole article. So it was just like, man, like I said, ordained. God know what he be doing, like for real.
That's dope.
Yeah, for real.
A man of the people, not above but equal.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. See y'all, see that one? They don't even know what that. Look, that's what I mean. We present.
Oh my God.
Man of the people, not above but equal, man.
You're right. I'm not bigger than nobody.
He was at that meeting. Y'all was. Hot topic.
Anyways, so thank you, Jordan.
No
we
problem.
appreciate your
No
words
problem.
of wisdom.
No problem.
You got a lot of people who look up to you here, like a lot of
man.
people. And yeah, we just respect
Surreal.
you being so humble. Like,
Thank you.
yes, definitely one of the
And
best
one more
to do
comment
it.
about you, bro. I knew you was doing your thing because everybody know me. I got a little sister on campus. I'm super hard on her about her grades and stuff. And she was like, "Oh, you said Jordan said some of the same things and this." I'm like, somebody saying some of the stuff that I'm saying, And she was. I was like, "Who is this? Is he like a president or something?"
Is he like a president or something? I'm moving on. We're going to hot topics. Forget anything Ben talking about.
Sir.
Ben want to be.
Yes, sir.
But we all presidents and CEOs of our own lifestyle. So make sure that you
Yes,
control,
sir.
because you can only control your own actions. So
Yes.
For surely,
each
for
one of
surely.
you are your own president, your own CEO,
For sure.
and you gonna determine your life. If you don't, then life will determine
You know,
what your
Jordan,
outcome
I
will
like
be.
your advice a lot better than Ben. I think maybe it's because it's coming from you. Maybe because Ben is more, Ben. But all right, y'all.
Friends.
We about to move into hot topics.
All right.
We are going to start off with Kaylani and YG. Opinions.
I think it was dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just came out. You just, like, this the most I ever seen Kaylani on social media. But I think it was dope for me. Like, this
I was about to say, did she get caught with the basketball player?
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause I don't know if y'all saw the tweet, but Kaylani had tweeted, like, when somebody said this is news to us, she was like, it's like 5-6 years in the making. So
Hold on, that
how did
wasn't
that-
5-6 years ago. That was less
See,
than
that's
that.
what y'all
That's sketchy,
get.
though.
Y'all meddling. Y'all
The
meddling. Y'all
father
meddling.
of her
Say, but if they
kids.
break up, I know Kaylani gonna drop a fire album. So I'm not saying I'm hoping for the relationship to like end, but I know everybody when they break with somebody they drop.
Yeah,
some
but
heat,
then
so.
you know YG
YG
coming
gonna
out.
come out.
That's gonna be
YG
some
gonna come out with a
disrespect.
bop.
That's gonna be some disrespect.
You know that snitch song? He gonna be like, he definitely gonna
Yeah.
come in about ecstasy.
YG gonna come out with a bop, so I'll look forward to
No,
that.
I'm definitely throwing up all that.
I don't want to hear no sad music, so y'all listen to his.
Right, you go ahead and listen to Kaylani. You know, me, I'm over here
Kaylani got some
thugging.
hits. Don't do that. Kaylani got some hits. She got some
Nah,
hits.
she, you know what I'm
Hey, they
saying?
might
All
drop
respect
something
to her,
hard
but
together. Like, I could see them dropping a raw collab.
Yes.
yeah.
That's probably why they together.
You think it's a
Publicity
publicity
stunt.
For real.
Cause that's
I just feel like it's a trend going. A lot of
to
celebrities
be in a
getting
relationship.
together. Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
what's
it
hot right
definitely
now.
is.
Dame
This social
Dash
media
said something
is,
about it, but
that's what's hot right now. Being with somebody.
yeah.
To be honest, the summer was hot girl summer. Everybody get their stuff. Now it's cold. Everybody get a man. Hurry up because
get a
all
man.
your friends about
Nah,
to have
that's
a
in
man.
the winter. It's fly boy fall. So, you know, we need to
Slime say fly ball fly.
fly boy fall for sure.
Fly
It's
ball.
our season for sure.
Okay. So what do y'all feel about Nicki Minaj coming out that she's retiring?
Publicity stunt.
Definitely.
Now that's some publicity. Like,
No, I think she ready to have kids.
she could be ready, but she not done.
She not done
Yeah.
rapping though. You can have
She
kids
talking
already.
Yeah,
like she
yeah. I
done.
agree. I don't think you needed to make a whole tweet.
I think
about
it's
that.
certain people
She
that don't
like
need to have kids.
she was
Yeah.
like,
All
"Oh
right,
yeah, I'm
she's still a
retiring."
kid herself. Like, I don't want to say she's still a kid, but like the way she is, she like all about herself. It seemed like from the outside looking in, it seemed like she definitely like all about herself. So
most definitely.
But my question is, what did she want people to say? Like, what did she want? Like, what did she want people to say? Like,
Nah, Twitter was going crazy.
okay. Like,
but they all know it's cap though. She
yeah.
cap.
She just about to pop up pregnant.
I just feel like Nicki, this is not a publicity stunt, you feel me? Like, she served her time well. And I just feel like people was really trying to come for her on Twitter and say, like, okay. But I feel like at a point, everybody was a Nicki fan. And everybody was treating my girl bad, and I was really upset. And, like, it
No,
was just
see-
really sad. And
See,
said,
I
"My
love Nicki, but
Real fan.
and she could be ready to have kids, but do I think she's gonna stop making music? No. And I feel like you tweeting that, you knew what you were doing. Like, you knew what you were doing. You don't even have to tweet something like that. Like, you could just do it and then fall off the face of the earth. But no, you decided to make it public. They know what to do to keep themselves in the media.
All right, so say she actually is retiring. Who do y'all feel like is gonna step up as a new queen of rap? Because like I said, Nicki, she the female Weezy to me. Like she the best.
is.
She the GOAT. She the
She
GOAT right
is.
now, female rapper. So who do y'all think gonna step up and take
No
that
comment.
crown?
Nobody better not say Cardi B.
Hey,
Better
man,
not.
Shout out to what's her girl? Rico Nasty.
Oh, Rico Nasty,
'Cause
yeah.
She's so different. Like her swag is like.
Yeah, I love
Wait.
me some Rico Nasty.
never
I
listened.
I don't think she will be. I don't think she'll be as popular as Nicki only because I don't think people understand Rico Nasty's music. It's
Nasty.
it's really like more of like scream mixed with rap. Like, you know what I'm talking about, like the scream music, is
Yeah,
that what
not-
it's called? So but she's definitely different, but I don't see nobody honestly like
Taking her
feeling
spot,
not
like
gonna-
doing what she
Yeah.
did,
doing what she
her
does.
accolades, I
Yeah,
don't
and
see
how
somebody
fast. I
like-
don't see nobody doing
Y'all
that.
don't think nobody, y'all ain't gonna root for Meg? Y'all don't think she gonna,
Now,
Two different rappers.
now, if we
think she gonna,
if we talking bars, I gotta give it to Young and May. 'Cause I don't know if y'all listen to her, but
Oh my God.
hey,
Yeah.
that
I
She's
could
so
agree
cold.
with that. I could agree with that.
She's so cold.
She having
She's
boys,
so
but
cold. I'm
Nicki-
glad you said that.
Nicki
man.
been
She's
doing
so
it at a
cold.
high level for a long time.
And Nicki crossed over to
Yeah,
other like pop and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
For
Like,
sure.
I mean, we got a lot of hot girl rappers, but I don't know. Like you said, Nicki like the female Wheezy. Like, it's just
Literally.
We also have a lot of fad rappers right now. Like, what's in? Like, people only mess with Meg right now because it was a hot girl summer. Like, she finessed all of that. Like, it's all a finesse. But I don't think nobody can take Nicki's spot, period.
I
Like,
honestly feel, speaking of finesse, I feel like Cardi B finessed the game too.
she definitely,
She
she came up from Love and Hip Hop. She finessed.
I don't want to say she
No, she
finessed
came
the
up
game.
She
She
remixed
kept
that.
it
She
going.
remixed
But
that
she came
Kodak
up from
song
the-
and went boom.
But after that,
She
kept
finessed it in a
going,
good
though.
way.
Like,
She
steady
finessed it in a
going.
good way.
Yeah, that's
She
it's
took
one thing
advantage of
it's
her
one thing about
opportunity.
finessing. You gotta be able to keep the platform
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
create.
Right,
so
right.
she
For
kept
real.
I
it
mean,
though.
and honestly, with Cardi started off with being a stripper and making videos on Twitter and Instagram. She was just a girl who had messed up teeth, making videos.
She was funny though.
Yeah, her videos were hilarious, which got her to Love and Hip Hop. Honestly, unfortunately, not like others, she actually used Love and Hip Hop for music purposes. No, she wasn't going on there just trying to, mess with an up and coming rapper. No, she actually went on there to promote herself, and that's what she did. So I mean, you can't knock nobody
Do
hustle
y'all
for that.
think that she's gonna take Nicki's spot
No,
when Nicki retired?
No.
no.
I think that's where
She's
everybody
not a black
problem.
woman.
You can't try to.
Like, what?
Dang, wait, she's not.
No, she's not a. She can't take Nicki's spot.
I was gonna say that for.
She's
It's
not
like
a
for the
black
Hispanic
woman.
people, she different. I mean,
Yeah.
for a female rapper, she done broke
She
a
don't got
record.
no
like,
black
she
in
got
her
a record
blood.
that nobody else
She ain't
has.
half
But
black.
She ain't black though.
She's not.
Hold on. She ain't
She-
got no black in her blood.
No, she does
got
have black in her
some.
blood.
I saw that.
But she's not a black woman.
I'm just putting it
The
like
only-
this. If she got black in her blood, you got black in her. That's just keeping it.
The only
$1,000.
thing I'm gonna say is
That's just keeping it.
Cardi.
$1,000,
I
though.
think Cardi B is good where she's at. She will not be. I don't think she'll ever be able to compare to Nicki. To be honest, Nicki write her own music for one. And she can't rap with dudes. Like, Nicki has been in a cipher filled with males. Like, I'm sorry, Cardi B gonna have to prepare something for that. I'm pretty sure Nicki could go off the dome.
yeah, lyrically, I don't feel like Cardi is like going toe to toe with Nicki.
But like Aaron said though, if we just name it artists that's female, that's women,
It'll be Cardi.
it would be Young and May.
Oh, but
Oh no, I think
yeah.
no. I think it would be Cardi just because a lot of people sleep on Young and May.
I ain't
A
sleep.
lot of
I'm
people-
awake.
a lot
No,
of people-
but majority.
I'm
awake
every
on that one.
no talking bars. Yeah, Young and May, but like popularity and what people like to see, the twerking, the extra stuff that it's Cardi.
I'm not even gonna hold like Megan Thee Stallion. She got bars too. Like
Yeah,
a lot of
she
her
do.
freestyles, like that running up freestyle. That was a free. Like people don't know that was a freestyle she did on the radio show
Yeah.
before she put on that album. Like she could freestyle too,
Mm-hmm.
but like we talking just straight like bars, wordplay, all that.
That's what I said.
Young and May.
It's when you compare artists, you gotta look at different.
But
Who make good songs? Who
But
got
who
bars?
is gonna take Nicki's spot is the question, not
She not
bars.
taking
Okay,
Nicki's
so let's
spot.
keep
She
it
not
100.
taking
Is Nicki
Nicki's spot.
competing with male rappers?
right now.
Period. Has she ever competed with male rappers?
Yes, yes,
And,
I
and,
will
and they
say
would
that.
say that Nicki was better than a male rapper.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will.
Has Cardi B competed with male rappers? And someone been like Cardi B better than a male rapper?
See, if we
No.
talking about the charts, record sales, because she broke a record.
We ain't talking about record sales because if that's the
Man,
case,
if we
6ix9ine
talking
the
about
best
pop-
artist of all time. If we talk about
And
that.
yeah, that's a lot.
But I'm saying every hit he had was a number one. I mean, every
just
song
hit
he dropped was a
Billboard,
number one.
but he
But I'm
wasn't
just saying,
number
like,
one,
we're
though.
not talking that. We just talk about like if we was to compare, say we was to say Nicki and then put her against any male artist and be like, she gonna win. Can we do that?
We can do that with Cardi.
Not any.
You can't do that with Cardi, but
can
can you
do
do that with Young and May?
You can do it with
You
Young
can
and
do-
May.
you can definitely
But
do
my
it with Young
thing,
and May.
but that's my thing
So that's
is.
who's taking the next spot.
But bars
For me.
wise, yes, it's
That's just-
yeah
that's
for
just
you,
one- that's
for
one
you,
category.
yeah. That's
like
what I'm
this
saying.
everything else we gotta
Bars
keep
is one
going.
category. You got to think of the whole image of taking
like
Nicki's spot,
longevity,
like
albums.
longevity.
Yeah,
Like, cause
what
I
we
know,
just
cause I'm
said.
saying, yeah, bars wise, Young and May will be killing Cardi, but you got to think of the longevity of what people want to see on stage. that her personality. People when she during award shows, they love when she come on there with the hey y'all.
Yeah, she's an entertainer.
That's
but
what
we
I'm
talk
saying.
about rappers, or we talk about entertainers.
But we talking about who would just take her spot in general, not just rapping, just in general, not
it's
bars
all a
wise.
part of it
It's a
nowadays.
whole image. It's a whole
yeah.
image. You see what I'm saying?
I
That's
feel
why
like that's
Young
two
and the
different
Maze is not as
conversations, though.
popular.
I feel like one conversation about who a better rapper and who a better entertainer. Cause
No,
okay,
we
if
talking about who would take her
entertainment,
throne. Who would take her throne? Not. We're not talking about rappers. Just who is going to go in Nicki's spot next? Just for the people to
The
see
next
based off.
top female rapper,
Yes.
artist, female.
That
rapper,
that is
artist, or-
popping. That
And
everybody.
we saying female, it's women though. I know.
I don't
know
even- I
certain
don't
women
even-
don't be liking that though.
I don't even like Nicki Minaj, but honestly, ain't nobody taking her spot.
I was about to say, put some respect on her name.
I don't even like her, but ain't nobody taking her spot. Nah.
You definitely had bobbed your
I
head into a
liked
few
her.
songs.
I liked her.
You definitely done did a little head
until
nod.
she-
to a few
until she
songs.
started
Don't
Don't
accident.
with-
Don't
Yeah.
even care when that
Yeah,
itty
been
bitty
like-
So what happened with 50 Cent saying?
Oh, yeah, so y'all know 50 Cent. Like when you see him post something, you know it's about to be something controversial. So
Yeah.
like a week or two ago, he posted a clip of Chris Brown doing the concert and everything. And he made a statement saying like it's official that Chris Brown has officially passed Michael Jackson of like the greatest of all time and like as an artist and all that and everything. So I want to know how y'all feel before I say spill my piece. I want to know.
I'm gonna say a statement and then I'm gonna just pose a question. Michael Jackson went out on stage and didn't say nothing for 15 minutes and people was passing out. People had to be taken to the hospital. Has Chris Brown ever done that? Has any artist ever went on stage for 15 minutes, didn't say nothing, just looked into the crowd and people pass out?
Oh, actually,
I'm just asking.
look, nobody passed out, but I've been to 2 Beyonce concerts, and literally when she stepped on stage and didn't say anything, half of the audience just started crying. I was one of them. I just wanted to throw that out there. I've been to 2. I'm just saying.
Does she got statues?
Did nobody pass out? But I'm saying
I never
everybody
seen a
was
Beyonce
crying.
statue, but I've seen several Michael Jackson
It can be
statues.
built though. It can be built.
I'm
With
just gonna put it
with
like
me
that.
being alive,
You
it can
know.
be built. It can be built.
You know, my niece know who Michael Jackson is. She ain't.
My niece know who Michael Jackson
probably
and who
wasn't even born when he
Beyonce
died.
is.
I'm just saying, you
But,
know, Michael Jackson music is timeless. He made that. When he make, you know,
Talking about Thriller.
yeah, when was that?
I
Like the
don't know.
80s.
80s.
Yeah, so
I
you
don't
can
know.
still watch that. People
80s.
still taking them dance.
So, Mr.
I'll-
President, you on Mike's side, right?
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That
So,
wasn't even a question.
MJ compared to Breezy, you giving it to MJ.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure,
So I would say
for sure.
for our time, for the kids growing up, it'll be.
Mind you, I'm in your generation as well. So
No, I'm not
just-
talking about. No, I'm not talking about
talk your
us.
talk, man.
Hold on, wait. I'm not talking about us at this table. I'm
Okay,
talking
as
about.
a whole.
I'm talking about children who are like literally like somebody giving birth right now.
Okay,
Like those
okay.
children. It could be Chris Brown.
Not gonna
I
lie to you.
said it could.
So like when
be
you rocking your baby, you
Chris
gonna be listening
Brown.
to Chris Brown, or you gonna be listening to Michael Jackson?
I mean, it's Chris Brown songs from when he first came out that people still listen to. I can't think of them off the top of my
I'm just
head.
saying we not gonna play.
But I'm gonna say, don't act like people can't rock their
I'm just
baby
saying,
to Chris
like,
Brown
I
music.
would play Beat It before I play Excuse Me.
You gonna play Beat It to a Rockin' the Baby?
I would.
Somebody needs to beat you because that's horrible. Because that is horrible. If you trying to put a baby to sleep, you
Nah,
better
but-
not be playing
nah,
Beat
but
I ain't
It.
gonna lie,
Yeah.
Chris Brown do got some bangers.
Yeah, he do.
Like that Back to
I
Sleep.
ain't gonna fake it.
I know it's
But
late. I know it's late.
Y'all missing the point of it. Like, I get what 50 Cent is trying to say, and I get what Maya's saying too. Like, I understand, but how Michael Jackson touched the people and Chris Brown, what Chris Brown is really singing about, and what Michael Jackson was really singing about.
Right, I ain't heard no
Two
song. I ain't
totally
heard no
different-
song that talk
two
about
totally
look the man in the
different
mirror. I ain't
That-
heard no
now
song that
that-
talk about
yeah.
you know bringing people together
Yeah.
no matter
Mike-
what color,
yeah.
what
Mike
race.
had his dirt too.
Oh,
Billie
well, then,
Jean was not his
okay,
lover.
then hold on,
Billie
then
Jean
we,
was not
then
his
we,
lover.
we could definitely throw Beyonce in there because Beyonce do a lot of stuff for
I
the
thought
people.
the conversation was about Chris Brown.
But no, I'm throwing Beyonce in there because in the
How old
beginning,
is Chris
because in the
Brown?
beginning you was like, well, does she have a statue? Beyonce has definitely touched people, so I would throw her in there.
I'm just saying,
But with
till she
Chris
get that
Brown,
statue, you know,
I would say 50 Cent was reaching.
Yeah.
He was reaching,
I think
but
you reaching with
Chris
Beyonce.
Brown can work his way up to doing that though.
I hate
I
to
think
say
he
it,
could.
You know, I think Beyonce could work her way up.
She's
too,
already there.
as
Thank
well,
you, Jordan.
You
I
know.
don't think I agree with 50 Cent. Like I'm saying, like Chris Brown, especially as a entertainer, as an artist, and all that. Cause like you gotta think, like as an artist, yeah, like Mike has those accolades, like what he did for music. But Chris Brown, he like I said earlier, he ain't missed with like an album. Like he been putting out like stuff since he's been in since like was like 05 when he came out, and like ever since then. And as an entertainer, like I love Michael to death, but you can't tell me like every time he on stage he doing the leg kick, the moonwalk, this. Chris Brown get on stage, he's showing out,
landing a backflip
like, he's putting
on beat.
like like all that. Like that's what I think like adds to like what Chris Brown can do that Michael didn't do.
I honestly feel like we of this generation wouldn't be able to make an accurate comparison until Chris is gone, because Mike got a lifetime of work. Chris still going.
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm saying? So
he has stuff to
he
work up to.
just like a ball player, he could win more rings. But with that being said, there would be no Chris Brown if there wasn't Michael Jackson.
Period.
That's facts. But it wouldn't be a lot of people if it wasn't for certain people. Like if it wasn't Whitney Houston, if there wasn't a Whitney Houston, it wouldn't be a lot of these female singers who sing like that.
After Chris Brown went through his controversy, the way he won people back over was doing Mike on stage and crying. He had you gotta pull from that box. Mike is the GOAT.
I'm not gonna say that.
But I don't think he got sympathy from people because he used the Michael Jackson
that's not
song.
what
It was the situation. Everybody had
you gotta
missed.
think it was a whole year after Mike died, and that was his first time actually getting to like come out and like do a memorial to him. So that's probably like what it was.
And that was his first time ever being back to perform in front of everybody. That was his first performance, like since he had been back.
But if your first performance coming back, you gotta be very strategic. He went to the GOAT.
Bro, that's his first big performance coming back. He was still going on tour and stuff. He just wasn't getting the love because of that
Because
situation.
of the Rihanna
After
stuff.
that performance.
Well, y'all, that was a great discussion. It's time to wrap it up. So thank you, Jordan, for coming. It was a great discussion. Yes.
Thank you. Hey, thank y'all for letting me be on the show, though. I appreciate this and grateful for it.
You got any words that you want to leave us out with?
Words of wisdom, man.
Town hall meeting gonna be next week on Wednesday. They're gonna have a yoga event next Thursday. Trying to remember everything off the top of my head. I just came back from D.C. I don't know if y'all knew. I just came back from D.C. I went to the HBCU weekend conference, a White House initiative for all the student leaders to go and meet with each other, network with each other, and so that was pretty cool. But words of wisdom, just for all the students that's listening, stay focused. Remember why you're here, and believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, it's gonna be hard to keep going. So just believe in yourself. You definitely were chosen for a reason. So understand that it's ordained, and keep going, keep going, no matter what.
All right.
I got some announcements and shout outs.
Oh my God, go ahead, Ben.
You sure?
Oh my goodness,
I
go.
cannot get
Go
mine
ahead.
on.
Go ahead. Ben.
Man, if you like my drop fade during the interview, man, shout out to my barber, man. His name is Steven. Cut hair right down the street from Lincoln University, man. Steven Johnson. He's the grandson of Carl Johnson, who actually discovered the barbershop and used to work at KJLU, Lincoln's radio station, man. Very nostalgia feel, man. Go in there, dude. Super laid back. He gonna put that humidifier on you. He gonna pull that razor out and get your drop fade right. So I'm gonna get my boy his recognition, man, because he had me looking
Ben,
real
I am
icy,
falling asleep.
real icy at the game.
I mean, drop fade coach, Since we shouting out barbers, shout out Biggs.
Shout out Big.
Man,
Shout out Biggs.
Biggs.
And shout out to all the barbers. We are done.